Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege with another day in the life and the crazy life that is a digital asset space. What is going on in the market right now? Holy moly, what's going on with XRP? We'll get into that. I'm wondering, is that just some inside stuff, or is that really the professional traders trying to take advantage of the inexperienced traders in this space? Interesting question. I wish I could ask my guy Gareth Salloway about that one. Interesting little interview, not a little interview, interesting, very important interview. Paul Barron and John Deaton, we're going to get into that. The SEC are really starting to show who they truly are. We got some very, very interesting footage, if you will, from John and this latest lawsuit. And from my guy, Mark Phillips, we're going to cover that tweet as well, because I think that says it all about the bigger plan. And please stop it already with the SEC is only, the SEC just wants to provide guidance for the capital market. They just want to protect the capital markets. Nonsense. Nonsense. There's a reason why it's called the banking cartel. There's a reason. They run the world. We can no longer afford to be naive about the real truth. Just read a few pages from Sullivan and Cromwell, please. You'll understand. All right, guys, listen, this is your XRP Ripple daily news. And around 0 to 10 minutes, let's go over the market real quick, because, the market is doing what the market does. I just refreshed it, but I'll refresh it again. Ho, look at this. The total cryptocurrency market cap is $969 billion. The Bitcoin dominance is at 37.6%. I'm not happy. I'm not smiling until we see it under 36%. Bitcoin is at $18,984. Ethereum is at $1,348 again. And XRP, holy moly, XRP was just 40 cents. Why is XRP up 13% as high as 41 cents? Just because both parties filed their motion for kind of like a speedy summary judgment, ruling. Why is XRP pumping right now? Is that inside information, or is that just the professional traders in the space looking to take advantage of the inexperienced investors? I would bet on the latter. I would definitely bet on the latter. We got double figure reds on 7 days on a lot of things, like Avalanche down 21%. Down 21%, Uniswap down 18%, Ethereum Classic down 23%, Near Protocol, brilliant protocol, down 22.8%. Why is XRP pumping? Why is the digital asset XRP pumping and doing its thing? I'm going to cover a little bit of some stuff from Celsius as well. Celsius Network, what's going on? What's the real deal? What's the real deal there in terms of the plan from Alex Mashinsky? What is the real deal? It's not looking great at all. It really is not looking positive. And we're going to cover a little bit of that. But first, this is what we want to cover. And I think this has always been the big picture. Has always been the big picture. Mark Phillips, that dude, the dude that said XRP, he did that brilliant Medium article on XRP was designed. Don't lose your mind, folks, people. XRP was designed to be 10,000 per, a $10,000 price per XRP. It was designed to do that. Not saying that it will get there in price, but it was designed. Brilliant article by that guy, Mark Phillips. We miss you, bro. We miss you. The simplest, this is Mark Phillips here, says the simplest explanation for why Clayton, appointed by Trump, and Gensler, appointed by Biden, both went after crypto. Is to set conditions for Wall Street to take over this new asset class. Follow the money to see the big picture. A lot of people still have their heads in their sands, and they're naive about the big picture. This is not, let me say this again, this is not the internet of information. If this was the internet of information, then you could say things like, oh, the SEC just wants to make sure everything's okay. This is not that. This is not the internet information, my guy. This is the internet of value, which means that the banks and the banking regulators are standing at attention and they're paying attention. Okay, they have noticed. Have you not read the reports? Bank after bank, article after article, talking about how many people are walking, they're taking their money out of their banks and putting it into crypto. Have you not been paying attention to that? They have recognized fully that we have walked away from their traditional financial products, one of them being a bank. And if you don't think a bank is a financial product, I can't, there's nothing I can do for you. A bank is a financial product. It brings in income. And we are walking away from their traditional financial products, and they don't like it. That is the deal. It's, please stop with all this other stuff. This is not the internet of information. This is the internet of value. And that is what's going on. He is 10,000% correct. They want to turn this thing over to Wall Street. I just saw something from Watch a Guru that the NASDAQ, surprise, surprise, is just set up, just set up a crypto custody solution. Now, it starts out for institutional investors, but where do you think it's going? What do you think the SEC and the CFTC and United States Treasury and the Department of Justice are going to say, hold on a second. The crypto has plenty of places for institutional custody. You think they're going to step in and block that? Come on, my God, you got to be, where it is right here. Bitcoin Magazine, NASDAQ to launch institutional Bitcoin and crypto custody services, according to the block. You just got to get the bigger picture. It's not personal. It ain't personal. But if you think they're going to let us walk away from being in their liquidity pool without a fight, that's why I say it over and over again. You know, JP Morgan is not concerned about Shiba Inu. He ain't concerned about Bitcoin. The dude is concerned about XRP, the XRP ledger, and the ILP, amongst other things. You think JP Morgan is going to give up 2 to 3 billion in profit a quarter? A quarter? You think they're going to give up where they sit atop, perched at the top of cross-border payments? They sit atop that thing with the few 5 to 7 others that they feed a little bit. The other 99% are hungry. In fact, paying to pay in the hole because they're paying to play. That's the real deal, my friends. And here's the real deal about that. Hashtag Gary Gensler's not your friend. SEC claims all of Ethereum falls under the United States jurisdiction. All of Ethereum. In a civil complaint against a crypto influencer, the SEC suggested that it believes the United States government has jurisdiction over all Ethereum transactions. I know I said it on this channel before. It wouldn't surprise me in the least bit. In the least bit, if Gary Gensler went after Ethereum and Ethereum blockchain, in some, even if it's small, little small thing where they know the foundation and can come up with some fines to pay, it wouldn't surprise me in the least bit. When the SEC filed a federal lawsuit Monday against crypto influencer Ian Bellina, don't know the dude, know it's very popular. I know he became a multi-millionaire by being an early adopter in this new asset class called digital asset space. Just an average guy became a multi-millionaire through non-traditional financial products, one of them being crypto. Say going after him for his failure to register a crypto as a security before launching a 2018 initial coin offering. Everything at first appeared run-of-the-mill. So the dude had an ICO, and I don't know if it was for what product that he ran. I don't know if it was based around his kind of like analytics platform and business that he has. I'm not familiar with the ICO. But in any case, this is a little dude. The SEC has 4 years. The SEC has 4 years filed civil suits against individuals and organizations for rolling out unregistered ICOs. Eagle-eyed observers then read a little further into the fine print. In a bold and potentially unprecedented move, buried in the lawsuit's 69th paragraph, the SEC today claimed it had the right to sue Bellina, not only because his case concerns transactions made in the United States, but also because essentially the entire Ethereum network falls under the US government's purview. Lawrence on Twitter at @FunctionOnZero, there it is. The supermassive black hole size bad take at the heart of the Bellina filing. US-based investors' transactions took place in the United States. In his complaint, the regulator noted that the ETH sent to Bellina was validated by a network of nodes on the Ethereum blockchain, which are clustered more densely in the United States than in any other country. The SEC then concludes, as a result, those transactions took place in the United States. The SEC appears to be suggesting that because more of Ethereum's validating nodes currently operate in the US than in any other country, that all Ethereum transactions globally should be considered of American origin. Currently, 45% of the Ethereum nodes operate from the US, 45%, according to Etherscan. The second greatest density of nodes is in Germany, with only 19% in comparison. Saying that enables the SEC to characterize doing business on the Ethereum blockchain as doing business on a United States securities exchange, quote, unquote. University of Kentucky law professor Brian Fry told Decrypt, which from their regulatory perspective is convenient and makes things so much simpler. If the FCC were to successfully classify activity on Ethereum as akin to that of an American securities exchange, it would amount to the regulatory body laying claim to jurisdiction over all activity on the ostensibly decentralized Ethereum network. Such a development would constitute a major escalation in the SEC's role in overseeing both Ethereum, specifically where the vast majority of NFT and DeFi activity takes place, and crypto as a whole. There it is, the game plan exposed. So please stop it already with the SEC just wants to provide guidance. Look, they aren't the bad guys. How did Gary Gensler, how did Jay Clayton get to the front of the room? Privately selected. Who do you think selected? Your neighbor select them? How about your ma or your pa? You got some siblings. You got some siblings with some pulls. They ushered Clayton and Gensler to the front of the room. No. Who do you think did that? The banking cartel. That's who. Please, we can no longer afford to be naive. They run the show. Listen to Caitlin Long. She can't get an approval to save her life. She can't get written permission. Nada. Why? She ain't part of Wall Street. And what she's looking to do with her business, Slant Bank, she ain't part of Wall Street. She said it. She said, everybody's looking at the SEC. You need to pay more attention to banking regulators. That's where the problem lies. The banking regulators. That's where it lies. Bought and paid for by the top banks. Come on already. That's the real deal. That is the real fight. That is the real fight. And the SEC ushered to the room, privately selected, these SEC chairs privately selected and ushered to the front of the room, right? Where they were privately selected as opposed to being publicly elected. They're doing the bidding of Wall Street. That is, in the end, is the bottom line. And the digital asset space represents an opportunity for you and I to walk away from that. And they don't like it. They aren't happy about it. All right, guys, look, this is going to wrap up my XRP Ripple daily news in around 0 to 10 minutes. I hope that it has been of value to you. If it has, do me a favor, hit that notification bell, hit the like button more so than anything else. And right up there is to subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 10,000 as soon as we possibly can. Let's tell YouTube we're tired of your subscriber count thing being broken. Let's get the Crypto Caesars channel and family up to 10,000 subscribers. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm going to end this video, guys, like I do all of my videos, and remind you guys of this.
Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it.